Whoa. Yo. Peace. 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 Man, what's up? Look at look at me. Look at me. I know I'm looking different. I'm looking different. I've been through a lot. It's been a minute since I uploaded a video on the YouTube platform. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Oh man. First of all, I gotta give y'all some stories. I gotta give y'all the background. I gotta give y'all like the gist of what's been going on with me in these last few months. It's a full moon tonight. I just thought about that, and that shit was like red as fuck. I was out there a little while ago, and I seen the moon. I was like, damn, look at that shit. That shit red as a. But all right, so first of all, welcome to my channel. I ain't even give y'all a welcome in. Welcome to my channel. New heights. Taking you higher and higher, baby. Right. Alright, but I ain't gonna lie. I had a little bit to drink. Smoked a little bit. Let me go ahead and put that disclaimer out there before anybody starts, having anything to say about the way I'm talking. That's how your drunk uncle be. Hey, what's up, baby? But got a lot of drunk uncles. A lot of my Uncle Walter. I'm dropping names. My Uncle Hal. I'm dropping names. Shit, I'm the drunk nephew. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I actually don't drink that much anymore. Really. A minute ago, right? I did a 30-day challenge, and basically I stopped drinking alcohol for like 30 days straight, right? And afterwards, and ever since then, really, I've had, I wouldn't say some sort, but I would say I've had control over like my drinking period. Like that shit is really neither here nor there. You know what I mean? But like I said, I've been going through a lot. I got stabbed. Yeah, I got stabbed in my shoulder. I don't know if you can count right there. I had stitches in my face. Stitches in my lip. They all out now. But I had a bike accident, and actually the bike is right over there. But I had a bike accident, and I was riding a bike, and I had been drinking a little bit or whatever, but that's really not the cause of it. That's really not the cause of it. The cause of it is that while I was riding the bike, the front tire came off, and I fell straight on my face. I've been trying not to cuss lately. that's like a little personal thing I got going on. Like, trying not to cuss as much. Somebody's hitting me up, talk about what you doing. I am making a video. But oh yeah, that's my homegirl, right? She took me to New York. You know what I mean? That was my first time going to New York. Man, I had a great time. I really did. Like, that was probably like one of the best weeks of my life. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like one of the best weeks of my life. But yeah, so I was riding down the hill and I was going kind of fast. And like I said, I hit a speed bump. And front tire came off. Boom. So, you know, as soon as that happened, I flipped off, you know, hit my shit. I think I might have been out for a second. I don't know. I really don't remember. I do feel like I had slight symptoms of, like, I might have had a slight concussion. It's like, I really don't remember if I was knocked out, right? All I remember is like I fell and then I remember getting up. You know, the time in between, I don't remember, right? But because when I went back after the fact, after I got out of the hospital, I went and got stitched up. I was in the hospital probably from like 1 in the morning, maybe it's like 2 in the morning to like 9:30 in the morning. The whole time, like they operating on me, stitching me up, cleaning me up. It's like first they did my lip, the inside of my lip. See, my mustache still hasn't grown back right there. It probably won't no more. Right there. My nose was skint up on the side. You can't see it. My hand, like, that shit's still kind of swollen. My scar's really healing up. Can't really see it right there. But, like, the worst thing was my face. Like, I had, like, I don't know, like 20 something, maybe 30 stitches in my face. They want to do surgery. They want to do surgery on my face, but I don't have no insurance. So I'm trying to get some insurance. But that's a whole other story. It's a whole other story. And, you know, yeah, so I'm just looking different now in the face a little bit. You know, still look good. But, you know, I be a little self-conscious about it sometimes, you know. But let me tell you about this crazy beep that stabbed me. This woman that stabbed me in my shoulder. This shit was like on some. Oh, I just cussed. I said, well, that ain't a curse. You know, they say a curse is like if I say, oh, if I wish something bad on you, that's a curse. But like shit and fuck and damn. Oh, I probably shouldn't be saying that on YouTube. I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of views anyway, so it probably wouldn't matter. YouTube probably won't even watch this shit. Nah, I'm joking though. But yeah, I got stabbed. You know, long story short, it was crazy. You know, I ain't gonna go into all that, but it's just to let you know, like, part of what I've been through. But there's other things that I could mention, but I ain't really come on here for that, you know. But I mean, since I brought it up, I might as well talk about it. So I was dealing with this chick, right? And we were both working at the same place, and I met her through the job. Didn't know her before I started working there, right? So when I first started, like the first week, you know, I had been hearing about it. I was like, oh, they were saying this white chick, like the white lady, she out, like she was like, I guess she had like COVID or whatever, right? And so the whole time I'm thinking, oh, well, the person that's gonna be coming back on the van is a white person. You know what I mean? But when I seen her, she was just she's black. She's actually black and Irish, right? And her skin is very, very, very light. You know what I mean? Like I work at night, right? I was working at night, and there was a van that would come and pick us up, and one night, you know, I guess when she came back to work, um, the van came and picked me up, you know, and I got on the van, opened the van door, and I seen her. She was like right there, right, and I ain't gonna lie, when I at first glance, she looked like she was white, you know what I mean, and it was dark, so you know what I mean. I couldn't really tell, so it's like, oh, she looked white, but you could still tell it was like, nah, it's like something there. Like, you know, you could tell it was like she was like mixed with something, you know. And then, you know, one thing led to another, really, and we like, I don't know, like, I ended up fucking her, you know, basically, you know, and fucking with her for like 2 weeks, you know, fucking, and so one day I'm like, I got dropped off over there after work, um, from the van. We was on the van together, and I got dropped off over there. Right, so I'm there, you know, walking, you know, she sucking my dick or whatever, you know, excuse my language, but you know, I'm just giving you all the details. Like, she giving me head, and I come busting that. She giving me some more head, come again. She giving me some more head, come again. It's like, yo, she like really like wilding, like she really going in today. Like, okay, like I wasn't ready. Like let's go to my house for a minute. I'm gonna, you know, like let me get some. Like I forgot what I needed. I needed to go to my house or something. But probably some clothes or something. And we chilling. You know, I think I ended up taking a shower over there, and just laying in the bed and talking. She asked me a question. She was like, "Are you concerned about my feelings?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm a real technical person." So I'm like, concerned? Like nah, like not like in a worried way, like, you know, like I care about you. Like I like, you know, I wouldn't say like this is not what I said to her, but like I'm saying to y'all, like But I did say I like like I care about you. Like I don't want to see nothing bad happen to you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want nothing. I don't want to see you down bad either. You know what I mean? But it's like we just like started dealing with each other, and it's like you asking me these types of questions, and she was like, yeah, like, are you concerned about my feelings? I was like, what I said, like, not like in a worried way, but like I care about you, like like I fuck with you, you know what I mean? Like I fuck with you like that. And she got heated. I think she was just one of the reasons I flipping like, bitch was crazy. Bitch was crazy. I'm gonna say that. You know what I mean? I don't really disrespect women. Sometimes I do. I do. I guess I be disrespectful. Sometimes. Not on purpose though. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. But I'm just being wild. I'm just being open book right now. But I love you though. I do. I do. Love you. Women. Mm-hmm. But so like she like I said, she got heated. She rose up in the bed. She was like, I know you ain't gonna sit up in my motherfucking house and disrespect me. That bitch turned she turned into a demon. She was like, oh no, motherfucker. You ain't gonna sit up in my house and disrespect me. Like dead ass though. Like I'm laying there and like I can feel the vibe. It's like it's a terrible vibe. It's a terrible vibe. She threw the cigarette at me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like the pillows could catch on fire, the bed, anything. Like she don't care. And so after that she pushed me. And I'm like, alright, yo, you tripping, I'm about to dip. You know what I mean? I'm about to go. So I start going through my phone, right? I'm about to get like an Uber. And she like, oh, you finna call somebody to my house. I'm like, nah, if anything, I'm gonna get an Uber. And that's that. And she like, oh, well, nah, I just take you. So she got up and put a shirt on. She got her shirt out the drawer. Then, like, in between that, it got kind of fuzzy. Matter of fact, she went to the kitchen and she came back and she was smoking a cigarette. She was smoking a cigarette. She was like standing there talking to me. She's like, man, I would really hurt you, man. And I'm like, I know you will. Because bitch, you crazy. That's why I ain't say that part out loud. But I said, I know you will. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you will. Like, because bitch, you crazy. So I stood up and I started, like, I was about to start getting my shit together. Right? She pushed me again. I kind of fell into the dresser a little bit. And then I was like, I just started thinking about that shit. I kind of like went into that moment. She pushed me again after that. She pushed me twice when I stood up. She was like, so you really gonna leave? And I'm like, yeah, you was just like, come on, like, get your stuff. Come on, you finna take me, right? So I stood up, while I was still standing up, and I'm slowly getting my shit together. And I'm like, I don't know, like, what's going on? Like, I feel like you're trying to make me hit you, but I'm not gonna hit you. She's like, oh, I know you ain't gonna hit me. Da 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 da. So I kind of like stepped closer to her, and I'm like, yo, just calm down, like chill. And she's like, oh, so you gonna get in my face? You gonna get in my face? You gonna disrespect me in my motherfucking house? Oh, okay. All right, so she go back to the kitchen again. I'm like, this bitch finna go get that knife. She finna go get a knife. Lo and behold, she came back with the knife. I jumped back on the bed. I was like, "Oh, whoa, 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 chill, 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 chill." And like she jumped on top of me, and she's like just kind of like doing the knife like this, like not really like looking at what she's doing, just like in a frenzy, just like doing the knife like this, right? And it hit me in my shoulder. She hit me in my shoulder, but I didn't know it at the time. Well, I felt it, but I didn't know I was really like cut like I was because I had on a shirt. So like after a minute, I was like, I ain't finna let this bitch kill me. Like, so I gotta do something. So like I grabbed her arms, like we flipped over, like, cause like I said, she was on top of me. So I flipped over and we rolled off the bed, and I grabbed her hand with her wrist, uh, of the hand that she had the knife in, like, and I kind of held her down. I grabbed the knife and I snatched it out of her hand, and I didn't try to, but when I snatched it, it cut her hand. I know it did, because I heard that shit. It was like, whoosh. I was like, ooh, bitch, that's what you get. But you shouldn't have been trying to stab me, we just met. But I felt kind of bad still, even though she came at me, and I ain't even do nothing, right? So after that, after I got the knife from her, I just got up and I ran out the house. I didn't have no shoes on, no socks on. All I had was, thank God I had clothes on. I had on some pajamas, some Harry Potter Hogwarts pajamas, and a Nipsey Hussle t-shirt. So when I ran out the house, I went to a neighbor's house. And I started banging on their door. Boom, 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 boom. And the wife came to the door. It's a white lady. And what did I say? I was like, your neighbor just tried to stab me. Like, she tried to stab me. Like, she, you know what I mean? She fucking crazy. She trying to kill me. And I was like, who? I'm like, your neighbor. I'm like, your neighbor over there, the girl over there. And I had the knife in my hand, and she was kind of looking. She was kind of like slow at first, So I'm like, this is the knife I got from her. Like, she stabbed me with it. Like she was trying to stab me with it. This is before I even knew that I was stabbed. So, she called 911 or whatever. And while I'm waiting, my shoulder, I'm feeling my shoulder. I'm like, my shoulder feel wet. And I felt my shoulder, pull my sleeve up, it was bleeding, shit was cut the fuck open. And yeah, I went to the hospital, didn't go to work that night. It's crazy. But I really want to get into a little metaphysics. I got a couple videos I did talking about biblical metaphysics. Oh yeah, that was the thing too. I was thinking about changing the name of my channel. I might though. I mean, I like New Heights because that was actually a name. Well, it wasn't intended. Well, I don't know, maybe it was, but it was so long ago. But I was gonna say, man, I don't think it wasn't intended at the time to be the name of my YouTube channel. But then again, maybe it was, and I just didn't know that I was gonna have a YouTube channel, right? But I seen it in a dream, like the the words "New Heights," like it was in the sky, like these big golden letters. You know what I mean? That's back when I was like studying and like fasting and meditating a lot. I was having these real, um, I guess spiritual dreams, and like I seen like I'm pretty sure it was symbolic. Nah, I don't want to sit up here and sound like maybe it exists in another dimension. But for here, I don't know, cause we hear all kind of shit, but we're not here to debate the realism of it. But what I was gonna say is, I've seen in my dreams. Maybe it was for the way I remember it, I would say it was lucid, but because I can see it clearly. But I seen Noah's Ark and the Sphinx close up. Um, Noah's Ark, right? Matter of fact, speaking of, see now, I'm gonna have to go get something because we finna get into Noah. Matter of fact, I don't even need my Bible or my concordance. All I really need is this. If you don't got you one of these, get you one of these. Let me text this girl back real quick. Recording. YouTube video. But yeah, so I seen Noah's Ark in this dream. And in this dream, I'm up on a cloud. And out of the cloud is this tree growing. It's a tree growing out of the cloud, right? And it's a full tree, you know what I mean? The colors is like popping, it's like real green. The trunk of the tree, it's like really like brown. It's like the colors are really like, you know what I mean? Then I look to the right and I could see Noah's Ark. And shit was fucking big as fuck. So I don't know where to put it. The shit was fucking massive. And then there was like a rainbow going over the ark. And I believe that it said New Covenant. Like those were the letters in the sky. I don't know, for some reason, like in my dreams, I was seeing like letters in the sky, at this time. Only on 2 occasions, though, I remember when it said New Covenant and New Heights. New Heights was from like I was having like a Super Mario type dream, and like you know how like when you beat the level and then it's like then the letters come up, the words come up in the at the top of the screen or whatever. It was kind of like that, but it said New Heights. All right, so okay, you know. All right, so that always stuck with me, and after I seen the art, you know, I was like, damn, you know, that's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. It's a big ass boat. Like shit, fucking big as hell. But I'm finna see if we can get the metaphysical definition of Noah. Like, what does that really mean, Noah? Like, what is that state of consciousness represent? You know, it's got to be a higher state of consciousness. Just, I'm guessing it is before I even get to it, just based on the fact that, you know, I was in the dream realm. Pretty sure I was on a higher level, higher plane of consciousness, based on the fact that I was up in the clouds, on top of the clouds, and you know, the tree growing. Um, I'm pretty sure that was very symbolic in itself, the tree. But we're gonna get to it though. I just want to see if I can find Noah. Maybe nigger. They got the word nigger in here. Or not nigger, nigger. Noah. Oh, they got a lot to say about Noah. Damn. Alright. Let me see. Son of Lamech. And he called his name Noah, saying, this same shall come forth. So, excuse me. This same shall comfort us in our work, in the toil of our hands. I want to get to the metaphysical definition. So, the metaphysical definition of Noah, that says the Noah of Genesis 6-9 was the son of Lamech. Lamech means a strong young man and signifies the strength of youth. All right. Lamech means a strong young man and signifies the strength of youth. And Noah means rest. Okay, Noah means rest. All right, thus, in the strength of our youth, that we idealize the material and attach our spiritual enthusiasm to the things of sense. Senses. What you can touch, what you can taste, what you can feel, what you can hear, right? But the law of reaction sets in. Noah, or rest, finds favor in the eyes of Jehovah. Okay, I'm trying to see where they're going with this. Okay, if in the strength of your youth you have indulged in the things of sense, the law of spiritual equilibrium, the Lord Jehovah is now working itself out in a rest, and you have bodily ills, and you may have bodily ills. Oh, because in your strength, in your youth, when you had power, when you're supposed to be really making something of yourself, right? You did the total opposite. You was kind of like the prodigal son. You went out and you bullshitted, right? And now, because you indulged in the things of sense or the lower nature, the flesh, right? Now you have ills You know, you got scars, you know, you getting stabbed and whatnot by the streets, because the streets is just humanity, you know, because you out there indulging in, let's just say, the devil's playground, you know, let's just say that. You're playing at the playground with the big kids, right? All right, so it says the law of spiritual equilibrium, the Lord Jehovah, the law of spiritual equilibrium, the Lord Jehovah. So Jehovah is spiritual equilibrium. We're gonna go to Jehovah in a minute. We're gonna go see what that means metaphysically, consciously. All right, so it's now working itself out in a rest. So now, and you may have bodily ills. This is where the race of the wicked thoughts drowns, and your earth is cleansed in your resting state. So Noah, this is where the race of the wicked thoughts drowns, hence the ark, right? And your earth is cleansed from the water, from the flooding, right? Getting somewhere. So Noah's ark could represent what? We're gonna get to that. Your body, maybe? We're gonna get to that. Noah can also be said to be the obedience through which seed for a new state of consciousness is saved. Let's read that again. Noah can also be said to be the obedience through which seed for a new state of consciousness is saved. So, a new state of consciousness is saved through what? Obedience. Obedience to do what? To rest. To rest from what? What it say? The things of sense. Humanity, the material, I guess. Alright. Again, Noah typifies the consciousness at rest in God. In Genesis 6:10, the three sons of Noah represent states of mind. Shem, meaning renown, typifies the spiritual. Ham, meaning warm, typifies the physical. And Japheth, meaning extender, typifies the intellect or reason. That's an extender. Extended thought, deep thinker, intellectual. Okay. So you got the spiritual, the physical, and the intellectual. The reason. I mean, it's so much here for me to actually really like go in. See, once the consciousness has been cleansed and man has awakened to his spiritual nature, he is saved through obedience to divine law and is no longer subject to dissolution through negative means. This covenant, there goes that covenant, that word covenant. This covenant, which is eternal, is to those who give up mind and body into the keeping of divine law. See, let's go back. The interpretation of Genesis 6:11 is that when the faculties of mind have been used in wrong relation to truth, okay, certain destructive processes set in, and the earth, the man-made realm of thought, the man-made realm of thought is in a state of corruption. So when you're not thinking right, when you're giving over, well, let me just say it how they put it. When the faculties of mind have been used in wrong relation to truth. What is truth? Well, you have to decide what truth is for you. The truth is thinking correctly, using the power of your mind correctly. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, focusing on the spiritual things, on higher concepts, not giving over to the things of sense. You caught up. I'm so caught up. Can you feel me? Caught up. I'm losing control. This girl's got a hold. Hey, hey. Okay, so I'm gonna read some more. Okay, Genesis 6:12. The law of the Lord begins to regulate the consciousness of man. The law of the Lord begins to regulate the consciousness. The flood is representative of the baptism of spirit. So it's a spiritual cleansing. It's like taking a spiritual bath. Alright? And is necessary. The flood is representative of baptism of the baptism of spirit, and is necessary in order to establish equilibrium in the three planes of mental activity: spiritual, physical, intellectual. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth. Don't do that. Don't do that, Japheth. Alright. So, yeah. So, this flood, when you take these stories in the Bible, right? Genesis 6:12, and you look at them esoterically or metaphysically, you'll see that they have a completely different meaning than just what we think is secular history or events that actually took place. And in a sense, you can say that because the mind is all, the universe is mental. And if you believe it happened, then it happened. You know what I mean? I be itching sometimes. it's not as tight as it was. The skin was kind of tight around my eye, but the Bible has higher meanings, right? And ever since I got this book right here, like this right here, if you don't have one of these, I recommend you get one because it's gonna take you to a whole nother level, you know. I want to go back to Noah. Excuse me. Noah. I'm gonna go to Genesis 6:12 too and see what's happening. Read what's happening, and then correlated to the metaphysical transcription. Trying to use big words and whatnot. There we go. Alright, so on the whole, man, Noah and his wife and his sons' wives has been washed in the regeneration. He takes refuge in the ark of the Lord. Man rests in the spiritual parts of his consciousness, even in the midst of a flood of error. So basically what he's saying is that the ark represents the spiritual parts of your consciousness, in that's where you must take refuge when, I guess, when you're being cleansed, when you want to be cleansed and healed. While this cleansing process is taking place, man takes into the ark all the ideas inherent in being, the positive and negative, the two and two. Activities of the organism are never separated. That's right, that's polarity. So even if you go in with good, the negative is still there. By laying hold of spiritual ideas as the only reality and declaring spirit to be all in one is lifted above the earth and shut in Jehovah in perfect safety. So you want to kind of shut yourself into spirituality, into a spiritual form of thinking, a spiritual state of consciousness, because the things of sense, are gonna leave you ill. You get out here, you running wild, you're doing whatever you want to do. You're not taking any type of that's a face right there. Any type of using any type of wise judgment, spiritual judgment, just really wallowing in the mud like a pig, then there are gonna be some consequences. There are gonna be some consequences. Trust me, I know. That's where I've been. I've been wallowing in the mud. And now look at me. I'm still looking good, though. I look a little bit like what I've been through. But pressure makes diamonds. A diamond in the rough. I can't can't even really wink. Ouch. I was thinking it kind of looked like the way the scar is, or the way it was when it first. It kind of looked like the eye Haru, like the thing coming down and then I'm going over that way. But I really got to get this surgery. I do. I want it. I've been thinking like maybe I won't get it. But then, I already said, I want it. I want to fix my eye. And, I just let it work out how it worked out. And, I had started wondering, like, why I'm like I am, as far as my demeanor and, my character, sometimes, like, because when I would talk to people and they'd ask me a question, right? And it'd just be like a regular question, like, you gotta work today? I'd be like, yeah. Like, yeah. Right? And I'm specifically talking about my mom, but sometimes it happens with other people too, but just talking about my mom. She'd be like, oh, well, I was just asking. And, I question myself, like, did I have an attitude, or did I sound like I had an attitude? I don't know. Like, maybe next time I'll try to sound a little jollier, But I found out some interesting things about myself. Basically due to my birth chart. I looked at it before, but I recently looked over it again and found out some interesting things that a lot of, well, based on my zodiac, to the zodiac, that I'm probably gonna move to another country, do a lot of traveling, whatever I'm gonna do, like what I do, like, I guess for like what I'm gonna be known for is speaking and writing. I found out that according to my birth chart that I have this thing for I guess speaking in front of family in like group settings of like, I guess, family or just people in general. A lot of interesting things, a lot of things lined up. Said some things about my life that have already happened, or things that it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen, but that's what the energy kind of points towards. And I guess one good astrology book, you can get, well, the website I went to, I think it's actually in the back of this book. This is where I actually got it from originally. Let me see. real quick. I believe it's Astrolabe. Astrolabe. I'm getting tired. I won't say that's what it is, but this is the astrology book one of the astrology books that I use. I'm getting tired. I can hear it. I can hear it in my voice. Alright, but yeah, so yeah, I was looking at all like the planets that was like in each house or whatever. Like I got Mercury, Venus, and Mars in my 12th house. Mercury in the 12th house is you tend to be contemplative, self-absorbed, insightful thinker who works things out for yourself, alone or in secret. You worry over trifles or inconsequentials, and may be very shy. Good point. An instinctive researcher or investigator. Bad point. Vulnerable to slander. And yeah, like just reading over something like that, you be like, oh damn, oh yeah. Emotional. Oh, Venus. This is Venus in the 12th house. It's emotional and sensitive. You are capable of giving true and selfless love. Yeah, that's true because I be like still loving people and being there for people and open to people, like, and ready to give love to people that might not feel the same way about me. You are most content when leading a private and secluded life. Yep. When I'm by myself, I be like, finally. Woo. Yeah. There's a possibility of a secret love affair. I don't really get that. Secret love affair. There's a certain girl I got in mind. Good point. Artistic and creative urges. This was spontaneous and this was a spontaneous and creative urge. Me making this video right now. I was thinking like, yeah, I just want to go talk for a minute. It's been a long time, I mean, I don't typically get a whole lot of views. Like one of my videos, I put it up maybe like 4 years ago. It's just now like creeping up on like the 10,000 view mark. It's like 9.6 thousand. That's like the most viewed video I got on YouTube anyway. Like, or maybe I think on all platforms. But I think the information that I share and that if I keep up the videos I'm going to be sharing is very valuable. A lot of different things I could talk about. Shamanic healing, soul retrieval. Soul retrieval is a part of shamanic healing. I just want to say that is where you basically go on a shamanic journey and you go into different places of time where you may have had a traumatic event take place in your life, right? So say when you were a kid, something very traumatic happened to you in the living room of your house. You would shamanic journey there, right? Or most likely there, because when we go through something that's very traumatic, maybe like a car accident or the loss of a loved one, or you get attacked by a dog, or you get cheated on, or whatever, you will lose parts of yourself due to the traumatic event. Say like you're a child. I like to use this example, like you're a girl, you like playing with baby dolls, that's what little girls do. Like, you play with baby dolls and stuff. So, you know, growing up, something traumatic happens all of a sudden. Let's say this is very traumatic. Let's say you get molested, right? And by your uncle or something, right? And all of a sudden, you don't want to play with dolls no more. Well, what happened is that you actually now have what you would call well, I'm gonna call it a breaking off, right? There's a breaking off of this particular aspect of your soul that was happy and open and loving and nurturing and wanting to play with these baby dolls. But now, after the molestation takes place, you don't want to do that no more. Well, it's called soul loss. Excuse me, I said the, the breaking off. It's called soul loss. And when you experience soul loss, in order to heal from it, you will either yourself or have a shaman perform soul retrieval. And in soul retrieval, like I said, you will go back to that particular place or in time in your life, not actually physically, mentally, or spiritually, because you can shamanic journey, or I would say astral travel to particular points and places in time. And you don't really have to go back in time. You just, well, yeah, you just, in your mind, you visualize it, but you get the screen back on. But what I was going to say is that, like, when you go on the journey to find yourself, usually it will take a shaman, because the shaman will guide you. You will probably need spiritual guides, and things of that nature to guide you to that lost part of your soul. And when you get there, you'll bring that part of your soul back to yourself, therefore regaining that old part of yourself. And then you may find, after you've done a successful soul retrieval, that you get back into those old things that you used to like to do. I mean, and you can do it yourself. You don't need someone else to do it. You can do it yourself. Visualize it. Where did it take place? See yourself there. See your younger self there. Talk to your younger self. Say, hey, I'm sorry, but I want you to come home. I want you to come back to me. You bring that part of your soul back to yourself. And, you know, take him by the hand and take her by the hand, that little younger part of you, that younger you, that left when you went through that dramatic thing and stayed there in that place and time and is still there kind of like reliving that moment. Like, and that part of yourself needs you now to bring it back, to make yourself whole and complete again. And, that makes me think about something I said. It's like, the soul is multidimensional, but it's all one. It's like you have multiple parts of yourself that are scattered about, but it's all you. You have to bring those parts back together. You know, yeah. So we're gonna bring those parts back together, but yeah, don't get caught up in the things of sense. You will become. There are consequences for it. I don't want to keep saying the other thing, but because you got to be careful with your words. Got to be careful with our words. So just be mindful. Just think on the things of the spirit. Rest like Noah. In that spiritual part of your consciousness. As the earth floods and your spiritual mind, your physical, and your intellectual. All these different states of your consciousness are cleansed, and balanced, and brought back to equilibrium. That Jehovah equilibrium. But yeah, I'm about to be out. I'm thirsty. I don't think I ever talked this much. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace. Shout out to everybody that, that's been still doing the YouTube videos. I'll be seeing y'all. See y'all doing your thing, growing and thriving. And, that's what's up. For real. Peace. New heights. Holla at your boy. And, wish me, good luck on, the surgery and everything. It'll be nice. Peace.